We definitely had some strong senior leadership with Andrew in the back. He really helped me settle in and feel like we were going to be solid in the back, and I was glad that I could come in and help out. That team definitely had a lot of fight. Even though we had a tough start to the year, we came on real strong, like you said. So I definitely think that any carryover from that group into this group will be really helpful for us going forward this year.
Steve is a very good leader in terms of organizing things. Dan's probably a little bit more of an emotional guy and leads by example. And Matty's at the back of the bus, so he kind of sees everything, and he's also very good at communicating and getting his point across. So I think Matty is there as a future full captain, and to learn from Stevie and Dan.
Well, we have a lot of younger guys this year. We have very heavy set on freshmen and sophomores this year, so it's important for them to get that learning curve out of the way, and I've seen them do that pretty well so far. They're listening to coach, they're learning quickly, they're getting rid of those bad habits they may have picked up at other places. They're getting rid of that quickly, and basically just all the little mental things that help drive a successful team, all the little touches that you wouldn't normally focus on, that RPI focuses on, that makes us such a great program. They're picking that up quickly, and I'm pretty confident that they'll have a successful year.
Youth, we're bringing in youth. We are going to be a young group. Very excited about the new guys. They're pushing the older guys, which is a good thing. So we have a lot of sophomore and freshmen that are going to be pushing the juniors and seniors.
We brought in a lot of new freshmen last year, and it was disappointing not being able to play with them, obviously. But I think going forward, I really like the attitude everyone has, and everyone's kind of buying into really making this a successful year upcoming. And we have a lot of incoming freshmen this year as well, so I'm excited to see kind of where this takes us, and I'm excited just for the season to start.
Freshmen not getting on the field in the past had more to do with the guys that were in front of them. So now the freshmen are coming in, and maybe we're not as top heavy as we've been in the past. So they have more of an opportunity, and they have to get up to speed pretty quickly. They come from pretty good pedigree, most of them. They also are physically a little bit more ready, because they are big. Sort of by accident, we ended up getting a bunch of big guys. So if they physically can handle it, that usually helps them a little bit. Usually that's the hardest thing for the freshmen, is to get accustomed to the physicality of the game.
Yeah, it's hard to tell right off the bat exactly how someone's going to perform when they're put on the field, but there obviously is a ton of raw talent with the freshman class. So I'm excited for how it's going to be on the field. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to shape out, but I think they're definitely going to have a huge impact on our team moving forward.
I definitely feel like a lot of those kids came in really fit and really strong, and they definitely come from places where they knew how to play coming in, so it's not been hard for them to assimilate into our style of play, because they're good players, so they're going to fit in anywhere.
Replacing Devin is impossible, well, we're looking for someone else to step up. We're hoping that Austin can score some goals this year, and Dylan and Sean can score some goals, and one or two freshmen, and get some more out of the midfielders. So that's what we're looking. We're not going to replace one guy with one guy. We're going to have to do it with some other guys.
I think the biggest thing is our defending. I think the very first practice, coach mentioned, probably the first 5 minutes even, that our core is based off defending, and I think that's a huge part when you go forward, because if during games, if you can hold a 0-0 tie towards the end, it only takes one goal to win, and he mentions that very often. So I think the strong core foundation of defending has really made this program successful throughout the years.
If you don't like defending, then you have a hard time getting on the field. So everybody has to get the ball back when we lose it, and we just it's our foundation. We're not defensive minded. That's our backbone. If you don't give up any goals, you can't lose any games. So, we'd like to win every game 3-0. But if we can win them 1-0, it's just as good.
We have to chase that every day in practice. The most important thing is making sure that we're working hard in every single training session and having that mentality every time we step on the field, so that by the time we hit a game pitch, we've already won that game 100 times in our heads because of how well we train.
So our goals are always the same. We want to win every game. We want to win the Liberty League regular season. We want to win the tournament. We want to get to the NCAAs. We want a national championship. Realistically, we just are going game by game, and we want to make the Liberty League tournament first. That's the only thing we can control. So all we can control is our games and what we do, and we'll let everything else fall as it goes.
Well, you just need to continue to vocalize the goals of the team and continue to have a positive outlook and be able to handle adversity. Like, not everything is going to go as we planned during a game and during the season. So being able to roll with the punches, our coach always says, never get too high and never get too low. And that is definitely very prevalent for a marathon type season that we have, where hopefully we'll be playing about 20 games. So being able to control your emotions and not let them get the best of you is definitely very important to having a long, successful year.